Hi, my name is Nick Burnham and I'm here for Motorboat and Yachting today aboard the brand new Prestige 460S. Now what this boat is a coupe version of the 460 Flybridge. It launched at Fort Lauderdale last year and it's appearing in Europe for the first time. What they've done with this boat is they've lost the Flybridge, and instead of that you get a sliding roof over the main saloon area. So you get a sleeker boat, but you still get plenty of exterior space because they developed this boat with both models in line. So you've got this big seating area out here, you've got a table that drops to make this into a sun pad, but then obviously with the sliding door it connects seamlessly with the main deck area. Now this boat was developed very much as an entry level into the prestige motor yacht arena. So you get the much better level of finish that you get in perhaps some of the smaller Jeanneaux. So there's a lot less GRP on show. The woodwork is this lovely grey oak finish. And you've got the strip lighting in the cabin here rather than the overhead lights. And the layout as well, rather than the smaller boats which tend to have the galley down, with this one you get the galley back here, so it caters for the cockpit as well as the saloon, and a big seating area around here. And then of course you've got your helm up at the front. Now on the lower deck it is business as usual, so you've got two big cabins and two en-suites. So your forward cabin is your VIP cabin. That's got a double bed that scissors out to become two singles. There's a day heads over on the starboard side, but that has en-suite access. And then the real big selling point of this boat, of course, is the 4-beam mid cabin. That's the thing where people moving up from perhaps a mid 30-foot boat are really going to feel the difference, because that is much more your waterborne bedroom than your cabin. Central double bed, big windows either side, nice big TV, plenty of storage. So out here on the water at the helm, it is of course exactly as you'd expect to find on the Flybridge version. And that is very good because the seat is quite high, the window line is quite low, and the sight lines are really excellent all the way around. The difference of course is you've got this massive sliding roof section which you don't get on the Flybridge boat, which means you can sit here well sheltered by the windscreens but feel in touch with the elements because you've got plenty of opening above you, and also you can have an electric sliding window on this side and even one on the port side if you wish. The engines on this boat, well, they're all IPS, and the standard engines are IPS 500 with the option of IPS 600, and the vast majority are going out with the 600 engines, which is what we've got here. And they suit the boat very well. In fact, they put these engines into larger boats like Princess V48, so in a 45-footer like this, there's plenty of power there. As you open it out onto the plane, what is interesting is that the sight lines remain very good. In fact, the engines are mounted slightly further forward in the hull using jack shafts, and that keeps the weight forward and that keeps the balance right. It means that right through the speed range you've got tremendous visibility. You don't get any discernible hump. The bow stays down all the time, the visibility stays good. But what it means is you've got a really wide cruising speed range. So right now we're doing 19 knots and it's well on the plane and feeling very comfortable at 2,600 RPM. We can pick that up to a fast cruise, and 3,000 RPM is equating to about 24 knots, and that's a speed where you're really covering ground, but the engines are still well within their speed range. And then of course you've got flat out, which is about 3,600 RPM. Well, that's taking the boat up to about 32 knots. And at all those speeds, it's a comfortable ride. We're not using the trim subs at all, and it's not too noisy. The noise levels are staying good, and what you get as a result is a really comfortable boat for crew covering ground in.